Hey everyone, it's Gary here from Echidna Sewing. Today I'm going to show you how to remove the needle plate and clean out under the needle plate on the Halo-100 Embroidery Machine. Keeping your machine maintained is important. One of the things you need to do generally on a weekly basis is to remove the needle plate and remove any lint or thread trimmings or any debris that has accumulated under the needle plate. And of course that's pretty standard on any sewing machine, but on an embroidery machine it serves a very important purpose because it improves the functionality of the trimming and just the general stitching in general. It's a very easy process, so let's get into it. Now, depending on your machine, you may have a screw at the back here that is either a hex screw or an Allen screw or a slotted screw. We have changed from hex to slotted, I think. But either way, you will have the tools to do it either way. This one has got the hex screw or the Allen screw, and I need the 2.5mm Allen key to remove that. And all that needs to be done is I'm going to open up the little cover. I'm going to take my bobbin case out too, because I'll get into cleaning the whole area out. And I just take my Allen key and simply rotate that screw around, take that screw out. Now a little tip, be careful not to drop them because the screws are quite small and they're hard to find on the carpet, I can assure you. I know that from experience. So I've taken that screw out and there's only one screw on this model and that sits at the back of the needle plate, and then you can simply lift that needle plate up and take it out the way. Now, if I have a look under here, that's nice and clean, so the needle plate's in good shape, there's no issues there. But I can see there's a few little thread tails and thread trimmings in there, which is very normal, and that's why we do take this needle plate off on a regular basis to clean out the machine. And I can just get my tweezers and I can grab those few little bits of thread that you can see there, and we'll get them gone there. And there's really not a lot of lint or fluff under there, but if you do this on a regular basis, you will never have a lot of lint or fluff build up there. If you do have an excess amount of lint, it's a good idea to use a little brush of some kind and just brush everything out, and that just cleans it out nicely. I'm just going to brush out around the bobbin case area there, but it's pretty clean. But taking that plate off, removing those little bits of lint and fluff from around the trimming blades is very important. Now, I'll just explain this while I've got it open. Hopefully camera guy can see all this. On a commercial embroidery machine, we have trimming blades, and there's a moving blade, which is this guy here, and it's tucked in underneath this stationary blade. And that's really where we do need to clean out and make sure there's no thread or lint, because you could imagine if there's a build-up of thread or lint there, the blades may not trim as efficiently as they should be. So hence the importance of it. Sometimes it's possible to have thread also caught between the two blades that you can't see. So I'm going to show you how to easily check that by using the trimming test function. First of all, you're going to go to your screen and you're going to go into the settings page, and you'll have a setting called machine debugging. And in the center of the three icons at the bottom, it will let you go into test mode. So we just hit that button there, and we want to do the trimming solenoid test. So you'll see when I click that button, the actual blades will open and the moving blade will stay in the open position. And you can see here, I actually have a tiny little bit of lint or thread caught on the top blade. Now that wasn't a lot, but you never know. These little things can cause some little trimming issues sometimes. So I've just taken that little bit out, and that's all there was to it. Not a lot, but it's worth cleaning that blade out. Now, once you've cleaned that out and you're happy that you've gotten rid of everything that was there, we will now hit that trimming solenoid test function again, and that closes the blade back up. So that's it. That's all we had to do, and now we can put it back together. Take your needle plate, whack that back on. It only goes one way, so you can't put it on the wrong way. Again, carefully without dropping the screw, so you won't find it on the floor. Just start that screw into the screw hole, and using your Allen key, or if you have a machine with a slotted screw, you'll use the little Z screwdriver, which is just as easy. So either way, Allen screw or the Z screwdriver, and then we just simply rotate this around. Now, a little tip, you don't need to over tighten this screw. We have had some people or instances where that screw has been so far over tightened that once they tried to get it out again, they really struggled, and because it was just too tight. And It's probably one of the reasons we're moving to a slotted screw. It's a bit less likely you'll do that. So that's all there is to it. That's back on, and you're good to get back into embroidering. Cheers.